When it comes to prestigious football tournaments, the European Championship stands just behind the World Cup. The Euros bring together teams from across Europe to compete for the title of champions. Few events can match the excitement and prestige of the Euros, and this summer, Germany, a three-time winner, will host the 17th edition of the competition. England has taken part in 9 European Championships since the tournament began in 1960, and excitement is building for the 2024 edition. There's something about the lead-up to a major tournament that makes England fans dream of lifting the trophy. So how has England performed in past Euros? In this video, we'll revisit the highs and lows of England's European Championship appearances and look at their chances for Euro 2024. The first European Championships, then known as the European Nations Cup, began in 1960. Surprisingly, England was absent, having declined the opportunity to qualify. Unlike their earlier snubs of the World Cup, which seemed arrogant, this decision was based on the belief that the tournament wouldn't catch on. England wasn't alone in this thinking. The other home nations, along with West Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands, also opted out. So this time it wasn't about feeling superior. Many countries just didn't see the potential of the competition. In the end, only 4 teams made it to the finals: France, Yugoslavia, the USSR, and Czechoslovakia. These teams competed for the title, with the USSR ultimately emerging victorious. They defeated Yugoslavia 2-1 in an exciting match at the Parc des Princes in Paris, claiming the first ever European Championship trophy. Flash forward 8 years from England's refusal to join the inaugural Euros, and we finally see them at the European Championship in 1968. Having failed to qualify for the 1964 edition, this was their first appearance in the tournament. The 1968 finals were held in Italy and featured just 4 teams: Italy, the USSR, Yugoslavia, and England. After 2 years of qualifying matches and quarterfinals, these teams emerged as the top contenders. As the reigning world champions, there were high expectations for England. Fans and pundits alike believed they would at least make it to the final. However, things didn't go as planned. In the semi-final, England faced Yugoslavia and lost 1-0 in a hard-fought match. This defeat was a significant disappointment, considering their recent World Cup victory. Despite the setback, England managed to redeem themselves slightly by securing 3rd place. They faced the USSR in the 3rd place playoff and won 2-0, thanks to goals from Bobby Charlton and Geoff Hurst. While not the outcome they had hoped for, England's performance in the 1968 European Championship marked their arrival on the continental stage. It took 12 long years for England to return to the European Championship after their 1968 appearance. But their comeback in 1980 was short-lived and disappointing. The 1980 finals, held in Italy, were the first to feature 8 teams, which meant there was a group stage before the knockout rounds. England was placed in a tough group alongside Spain, Belgium, and the hosts, Italy. England's opening game against Belgium started with promise. Ray Wilkins scored in the 26th minute, giving the Three Lions an early lead. However, their advantage was short-lived as Belgium equalized just 3 minutes later. The match ended in a 1-1 draw, a result that put pressure on England for their next games. In their second match, England faced Italy. Despite a strong effort, they couldn't find the back of the net and ultimately lost 1-0 to the hosts. This defeat made their final group game a must-win situation. England's last match against Spain brought a glimmer of hope. They managed a 2-0 victory with goals from Tony Woodcock and Trevor Francis. However, their fate was not entirely in their hands. A draw between Italy and Belgium in the other group match meant that England's efforts were in vain, as they were sent home early from the tournament. Despite high hopes and a strong squad, England's return to the European Championship in 1980 ended in disappointment. Another 8 years passed before England returned to the European Championships, but the 1988 edition brought the same disappointing result: an early exit. Held in West Germany, the 1988 tournament was notable for being the last to feature both West Germany and the USSR before their reunification and dissolution, respectively. 8 teams participated in the finals, and England found themselves in a challenging group with the Republic of Ireland, the Netherlands, and the USSR. Unlike the 1980 Euros, where there were at least a few positives to take away, the 1988 campaign was a complete disaster for England. Their tournament began with a shocking 1-0 defeat to Ireland, setting a grim tone for the rest of their matches. In their second game, England faced the Netherlands and suffered a heavy 3-1 loss, with Dutch star Marco van Basten scoring a hat-trick. England's final group match was against the USSR, and hopes for redemption were quickly dashed as they lost 3-1 again. The Three Lions finished at the bottom of their group with no points, and a goal difference of -5, marking one of their worst performances in a major tournament. The 1988 European Championship was a tournament to forget for England. They left with no wins, no points, and no positives. Euro 1992 marked a significant achievement for England. They qualified for back-to-back European Championships for the first time in their history. However, their journey in the tournament ended in disappointment once again, with an early exit from the group stage. Hosted by Sweden, the 1992 Euros featured 8 teams split into 2 groups of 4 before the knockout rounds. England found themselves in a challenging group alongside the hosts, France and Denmark, who replaced Yugoslavia due to political upheaval. Denmark's inclusion was unexpected, but they defied the odds by winning the entire tournament, defeating Germany in the final despite not officially qualifying. England's campaign started with a lackluster 0-0 draw against Denmark, followed by another goalless draw against France. With their chances of advancing hanging by a thread, they faced Sweden in the final group game. David Platt's early goal gave England hope, but they faltered in the second half, conceding 2 goals and suffering a 2-1 defeat. The loss sealed England's fate, sending them crashing out of the group stage once again. In 1996, all eyes were on England as they hosted the European Championship, eager to relive the glory of their 1966 World Cup triumph. This time, the tournament format had expanded, featuring 4 groups of 4 teams for the first time. England found themselves in a challenging group alongside the Netherlands, Switzerland, and their long-standing rivals, Scotland. The excitement kicked off with England's opening match against Switzerland, but the result was a disappointing 1-1 draw. However, the real drama unfolded in their clash with Scotland at the historic Wembley Stadium. While Alan Shearer got England off to a good start by opening the scoring, it was the unforgettable moment of brilliance from Paul Gascoigne that stole the show. Gascoigne's goal and subsequent celebration became an iconic moment in English football history. With a flick over Colin Hendry's head followed by a composed finish past the goalkeeper, Gascoigne's skill and flair lit up the stadium. But it was his infamous dentist chair celebration, mimicking a notorious off-field incident involving the England squad, that truly captured the imagination of fans across the nation. In the final group stage match, England showcased their strength by defeating the Netherlands with a commanding 4-goal performance, securing their position at the top of the group standings. Advancing to the quarterfinals, England faced off against Spain in a nail-biting encounter that ended in a goalless draw after extra time. The tension peaked during the penalty shootout, where England displayed nerves of steel, converting all 4 of their spot kicks, while Spain managed to score only 2, propelling England into the next round amidst euphoric celebrations. In the semi-finals, England squared off against their arch-rivals Germany in a highly anticipated showdown. Alan Shearer provided an early glimmer of hope for England by opening the scoring in the 3rd minute. However, Germany swiftly retaliated, leveling the score just 13 minutes later, setting the stage for a tense battle throughout the remainder of the match. With neither side able to break the deadlock, the match ultimately went to penalties. It was at this crucial moment that England's luck took a turn for the worse. Despite both teams successfully converting their initial 5 penalties, the shootout took a dramatic twist when Gareth Southgate's crucial spot kick was saved. This allowed Germany to seize the opportunity, securing victory with their subsequent penalty and bringing an abrupt end to England's dreams of reaching the final. Euro 2000 was supposed to be England's chance to surpass their 1996 performance. But fate had other plans. Drawn into a formidable group with Portugal, Romania, and perennial rivals Germany, the road to advancement was fraught with challenges. Their tournament debut against Portugal was a roller coaster of emotions. Despite a valiant effort, England succumbed to a thrilling 3-2 defeat, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. However, the team refused to be disheartened, regrouping swiftly for their next showdown. Facing off against Germany, the historical adversaries, England delivered a statement victory with a gritty 1-0 win. The triumph injected renewed hope and determination into the squad as they eyed progression to the knockout stage. Their fate hinged on the final group match against Romania. With the stakes clear-cut, win and advance, lose and face elimination, anticipation gripped fans worldwide. However, simplicity didn't guarantee success as Romania orchestrated a stunning upset, emerging as 3-2 victors. The unexpected loss left England's Euro 2000 campaign in tatters, marking a bitter disappointment for players and supporters alike. In Euro 2004, held in Portugal, England found themselves in Group B, alongside formidable opponents like France, Croatia, and Switzerland. Their campaign kicked off with a dramatic clash against France. Despite Frank Lampard's goal giving them the lead until the dying minutes, two late French strikes turned the game on its head, resulting in a heartbreaking defeat for England. However, the Three Lions rebounded emphatically in their following matches. They vented their frustration on Switzerland, securing a convincing 3-0 victory. Building on this momentum, they continued their winning streak against Croatia with a thrilling 4-2 triumph. Showcasing their attacking prowess, advancing to the quarterfinals, England faced the host nation in a highly anticipated showdown. Michael Owen's early goal provided hope, but Portugal fought back, forcing the game into extra time with a late equaliser. In the added period, Lampard once again came to the rescue, levelling the score and pushing the game to penalties. Despite a valiant effort, England's journey came to an end in the shootout, with missed kicks from David Beckham and Darius Vassell, resulting in a heartbreaking exit from the tournament. After missing out on the 2008 tournament, England's return to the European Championships in 2012 was met with a mixture of hope and trepidation. Drawn into Group D alongside France, Sweden, and co-hosts Ukraine, the stage was set for an intriguing campaign. Their journey commenced with a respectable 1-1 draw against France, showcasing glimpses of promise under the guidance of manager Roy Hodgson. Despite going behind early, England rallied to secure a vital point, thanks to Jolyon Lescott's headed goal. Buoyed by this performance, England faced Sweden in their second group match. Despite taking the lead through Andy Carroll's header, they found themselves pegged back twice by the resilient Swedes. However, a late winner from substitute Theo Walcott ensured a thrilling 3-2 victory, providing a much-needed boost to their campaign. Heading into their final group fixture against Ukraine, tensions were high as both teams vied for a place in the knockout stage. In a tightly contested encounter, it was a solitary goal from Wayne Rooney that proved decisive, securing a hard-fought 1-0 win for England and a spot in the quarter-finals. Facing Italy in the knockout stage, anticipation reached fever pitch as fans hoped for redemption after past disappointments. However, the match proved to be a dour affair, ending in a goalless stalemate after extra time. Once again, England's fate was decided by penalties, and sadly, misses from Ashley Young and Ashley Cole proved costly as Italy emerged victorious. The 2016 European Championship was a roller coaster of emotions for the English national team, encapsulating both hope and disappointment. With the tournament expanded to 24 teams for the first time, England found themselves in a challenging group alongside Russia, Slovakia, and Wales. Their campaign got off to a shaky start as they squandered a late lead to settle for a draw against Russia in the opening match. However, they quickly turned things around with a dramatic last-minute victory over Wales, courtesy of Daniel Sturridge's late strike. In their final group game against Slovakia, England struggled to break down their opponent's defence, resulting in a tedious goalless draw. Despite their lacklustre performances, they managed to secure second place in the group, setting up a round of 16 clash against Iceland. Facing the underdogs, expectations were high for England to secure a comfortable victory. However, Iceland proved to be a formidable opponent. Although Wayne Rooney gave England an early lead with a well-taken penalty, Iceland responded swiftly with 2 quick goals, stunning the English side and their fans. Despite relentless efforts to mount a comeback, England looked toothless for the remainder of the game, ultimately falling short and suffering a humiliating defeat. The most recent European Championships turned out to be England's most successful yet. Delayed a year due to the pandemic, the tournament was played across Europe, including in England. Under Gareth Southgate, who had led the team to a World Cup semi-final in 2018, expectations were cautiously high. In Group D, England faced Croatia, the Czech Republic, and Scotland. Their journey began with a 1-0 win over Croatia, thanks to Raheem Sterling's goal. A goalless draw against Scotland followed, dampening some enthusiasm. However, they ended the group stage on a high note, defeating the Czech Republic 1-0, securing top spot. In the knockout stage, England faced old rivals Germany. Goals from Sterling and Harry Kane led England to victory, marking their first knockout win against Germany since the 1966 World Cup final. In the quarterfinals, England dominated Ukraine with a 4-0 victory, setting up a tense semi-final against Denmark at Wembley Stadium. The crowd fell silent when Denmark took the lead, but Simon Kjær's own goal levelled the score. After extra time, Harry Kane's goal secured England's place in the final against Italy. In the final, Luke Shaw quickly put England ahead, raising hopes of victory. However, Italy fought back, equalising through Leonardo Bonucci. Despite a valiant effort, the match ended in a draw, leading to a penalty shootout. Despite goals from Kane and Harry Maguire, misses from Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka proved costly. Italy claimed the title, leaving England heartbroken on home soil. As Euro 2024 approaches, England finds itself in an exciting position. The team heads to Germany as one of the favourites, thanks to a squad brimming with talent, both young and experienced. In the past year, players like Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden have been making waves in club football, showcasing their skill and potential. Meanwhile, seasoned players such as Harry Kane and Jordan Pickford understand that time is ticking on their quest to secure international glory. The blend of youth and experience within the squad is a strength for England, offering a potent combination of energy, creativity and know-how. With this dynamic mix, they are well placed to make a significant impact in the tournament. England's group draw, pitting them against Serbia, Slovenia and Denmark in Group C, looks favourable. This setup boosts Gareth Southgate's side's confidence as they aim for a smooth journey into the knockout stages. Many other countries are eyeing their chances at Euro 2024, including France and defending champions Italy. Italy famously defeated England in the Euro 2020 final at Wembley. While Gareth Southgate has faced criticism for his cautious approach in big matches, he's actually quite good at steering England deep into major competitions. In 2 World Cups and 1 Euro Championship, he's led the team to a quarter-final, semi-final, and even a final. His track record in the group stages is impressive too, with just 1 loss among the successes. In total, across 9 group games, England has averaged 6.6 points, scoring 17 goals and conceding only 5. If England reaches the semi-finals, people might worry about Southgate's cautious style. The team's success might hinge on players like John Stones staying fit and either Luke Shaw or Ben Chilwell recovering from injuries. But let's focus on the positive. England has an amazing lineup of talent. Declan Rice has been great for Arsenal and is becoming a leader on the field. Jude Bellingham has shone for Real Madrid with loads of goals and assists. Phil Foden, named FWA Footballer of the Year, has been a star in many matches this season, and Bukayo Saka, also from Arsenal, has been fantastic. And there is Harry Kane. He's been on fire for Bayern Munich and is one of the top contenders to win the Euro 2024 Golden Boot. If Southgate can balance the team well and a couple of these players shine, England could beat anyone in the tournament. For England to succeed in Germany, Southgate's squad will need the support of the thousands of Three Lions fans travelling to the Euros. The team also knows how much a good performance will mean back home, where fans will fill pubs and parks, all hoping to see football come home. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future releases. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love the one playing on your screen. Click to watch and I'll see you there.